Hey, this is Woody with Hill City Paranormal. I am here with my father-in-law Glenn up in his awesome cabin in Rustburg at the foot of this mountain right here. And he's been hearing some strange growling noises in the woods. So we set up a trail cam up the hill up there. But Glenn, tell us what you've been hearing. And tell us a little bit about the land that we're putting the trail cam on.
What do you see, guys? I'm glad to be here with my favorite son-in-law. I own 45 acres up here on the mountain, and I've been living here since 1995. And in the last 15 years, noises has become something routine up here on this mountain. It makes the mind wonder, what in the world kind of noise is that? What is out there? I look and I don't see anything, but yet you hear noises. And trees breaking, limbs breaking. This mountain is very mysterious. You hear things, but you also see a lot of game animals. I got 5 bears that live on this mountain. You don't see them all the time, but periodically you see where they've been through. So I was showing Woody up there where's the best place to put the game camera, and lo and behold, maybe we can find out what kind of noises that makes, and maybe that camera will take a picture of it. I was coming back from Meadows of Dan, and I come up and I picked up on the Parkway. I done run a group, a PTSD therapy group down at Meadows of Dan, and coming back over the Parkway, I had to, and there's no real polite way to say it, but I had to pull over in one of the pullovers because I had to pee. And I got out of the car, and I walked to the edge of the lookover, and something told me, leave now. I didn't even took time to relieve myself. I got in that car, and it was like something didn't want me even to move the car, but I was able to back it up, and I left up there. And to this day, and that's been a many year ago, but that feeling that you have that something says it's not safe here, it's time to move on. I had definitely experienced that, and I still have the memory of it here 25 years ago.
You still remember what it feels like to have that feeling.
Right. And that's why I don't come out here at night.
Yeah.
No, I don't come over.
You don't come this way?
No, I don't come anywhere near this place at night.
And the sun's going down.
Well, right here is where you're going to see most of the activity. I think the trail cam that you got placed there, who knows what kind. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of wildlife, deer and turkey, and maybe a couple of those bears that come through here. But this is the area that you hear the noises. That and down in this hollow that you see down below. And this whole area up here is like a natural amphitheater. Something that you may be an eighth of a mile, a quarter of a mile down in the woods, it's going to sound like it's right here on top of it. Nature's given us a natural amphitheater up here, and all this stuff. Even the cars can travel down on 24 there, which is half a mile away, but you can hear their radios in the cars, and and if you're in the house, you get woken up because of ambulance going down the road. It sounds like they done pulled up into the yard here. So, but that's the beauty of living up on a mountain.
What are you smiling like that?
Because I'm out of breath.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we just
Tell the people you're out of breath.
So we just, I'm out of breath. We just hiked up, like, I don't know, third of the way up a mountain. All right. So now what we did is Glenn showed us where the game trail is and where, you know, a lot of things come walking there, but we positioned the trail cam facing down the mountain to get a little bit of his yard where there's been some food scraps and stuff like that thrown out, and to get the rest of the mountain too, where they can go down the trail. So this will hopefully catch whatever's growling, that nasty growl out here. Maybe, just maybe, it'll be the Rustburg Sasquatch. I don't know. Is that a thing? We'll see. All right. So this episode is brought to you by Bojangles. We just had a family feast meal. This is leftovers. We're gonna take these leftovers. We're gonna feed the beast. We're gonna call him out. We're gonna get him on that trail cam right here. These fries.
So there's been all different types of weird events taking place when they were prospecting for gold. And there's holes on this mountain. There's also caves up there. And so anything can live back in them caves. And along this long mountain, there's a place called the Devil's Cave just below the towers up on the mountain up there. Is where one of the main entrances to those caves are. So this cave complex could run throughout this whole mountain, and anything can live in it. I think that's where the bears have been hibernating, in the caves up there on that mountain. Because too dark, too unknown for me to go adventuring in there. But some of the gold miners did go in there and try to prospect gold. So that's another little tidbit about this mysterious long mountain.
All right, so got the camera up. I'm gonna let it run for about 2 weeks. Say 2 weeks. We're gonna see, because the weather's pretty, things are starting to move, and plus we're all supposed to be quarantined. So we'll come back up 2 weeks, see what we got. All right, so it's been a little over 2 weeks since we put this trail cam up at my father-in-law's house. So we come up here today, and he told us about something weird that's been happening since we put the camera up. When he was mowing the yard the last 2 times, he's actually found random dead animals in the yard. And these are small animals, so honestly, we don't know what's happening to them. So hopefully this trail cam can answer a few questions, and now we have another mystery. Where are the dead animals coming from? Okay, so I got the trail cam. It's got 37 pictures on the SD card. So over a 2 week span, that's more than I was hoping for. So we're gonna go through them right now, up here at Glenn's house. And if any have Bigfoot, Chupacabra, anything, I'm gonna throw them up on the screen right now. We didn't really get anything on the camera this time because I think where I put it, the motion sensor, all that stuff, needs to be tweaked some. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it back up in the woods. We're gonna find a better location. Glenn's already recommended a couple to me. And if we find anything, we'll keep you updated, and I'll get to do another video. But I'm kind of anxious to release this one, so we're gonna put this one out, and then if we find anything the second go around, you'll be the first to see the sequel. Okay, so we didn't solve the mystery to the mysterious long mountain this time, but we will. Okay, we've got a fresh card, fresh batteries in this thing. We're gonna mount it in another location where Glenn recommends an opening up here, and we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into why he's got animals showing up dead along his property line. This is gonna help us. You'll see it in the next video, I promise, or as soon as we find something, you'll see it on social media. But for now, the mysterious long mountain will remain mysterious to us, but we're still looking into it. Don't you worry. That Rustburg Bigfoot that eats Bojangles in the woods, he's not getting past us.